Hello guys, welcome to AR Tutorials. Today is day 21 of solving Leetcode questions daily. Friends, from last 20 days we are continuously solving our array series questions and we have completed a wide spectrum of questions. If you are unaware of what we have solved from last 20 days, I'll please recommend you to check my channel and see each and every video, because we are growing step by step. We are not jumping directly upon the high level and medium level questions. I have completed all the basics with starting from the array, even array introduction till array medium question, till the most important questions asked in Google, such as spiral matrix. I have covered many questions, and today also I'll be taking a very crucial type of example which is almost asked in every single array based interview questions. So today we are going to see about the pre-sum logic. Now this sounds like what is a pre-sum. Now let me tell you that pre-sum is a perfect blend of solving the questions using the new data structures, and we are using map data structure. So I'll be teaching you what is a hashing inside this also. I have a separate video covering all the hashing techniques, but I have covered their hashing in arrays. Now I'll tell you what is hashing inside a map data structure. So let me continue with that. What is a map data structure? Let me draw a small insight that what is a map. So first of all, I'll tell you how to declare a map. So map is declared by a map keyword. Inside it you have to give this triangular parenthesis in which you have given two choices. That first one is a key and second one is a value. So I'll write here k and v, and here you have to close your triangular matrix, and here you have to give the name of your map. So what it does, it basically creates a container which is referring to a map, and in which you are going to store your data in the form of pairs. But pairs are different thing. In pair, what happens that both the values have same priorities, or both are equal to each other. But in maps, the keys are given more responsibilities or given more priority to the value, because value is just a number which is stored under the key. So keys are very much important in the aspect of map data structure. So what we'll do, we'll just create a map of students who has IDs and value. Now let me show you what are the keys. There are roll number 1, 2, 3, and their values are, if roll number 1 had scored 90%, if roll number 2 had scored 88%, and if roll number 3 had scored 95%. So what it will be stored in the structure? It will be stored, let me just clear it and take another color so it will be more clear. So I'd make it some wider. Okay, so what it will restore? 1 and 90. First value will go towards down, and then it will come second 88, and third is 95. Now you might be wondering, if it's look like a stack, then what will be that if it only pops the value from the topmost layer? So it's nothing like that. Whatever value you want, you can pop it with the help of keys. So if what I have to return, if I do, what is my map name is MPP, I have declared it here. So if I want to return how much marks have scored by 3, so what I'll do, I'll just put 3, which is my key value, inside this parenthesis bracket, and I'll just, if you want to print, if you want to do cout, you can do, you will get this exact value. So what does this means? That if you know about hash mapping, then you can map the values with the help of keys, which will give you a great understanding. So in this pre-sum logic, we'll just show you how we can use the maps in that. And if you are still unaware of map data structure, I'll make a whole detailed video in which I'll use VS codes to solve all the basic problems, starting from the unordered maps to the ordered maps. We'll discuss time complexity, space complexity, and every single thing. just type map inside the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely solve all your queries regarding to this data structure. So let's move upon what our program or what our code wants and what we have to do. First we have to find a subarray with in which we have to given a vector and we have given a key. Now we have to find how many sum are this array can produce with the equivalent value of 2. Means how many sums it can produce. If these two, 1 plus 1 is 2, so 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2. We are only allowed to use the contiguous elements only. So these two can perform can get you the answer k is equal to 2. So how many values are there? So 2. So answer would be 2. Similarly for here, 1 and 2 can make 3 and 3 alone itself can make 3. So there are two possibilities of making the sum 2. It is very simple. Now I'll tell you what is the approach. Now first what we'll do, we'll just find the presums. What are the presums we will find? We'll first go to this index, then we'll just increment the index. And for your information, I'm just telling you the optimal, because brute is very simple. If I tell you the brute, what is the use of you coding then? You have to solve the brute by your own, because brute doesn't require any hard code logic. You only have to write what you think, and it is very easy to think that how to find the sums of a contiguous array. Just stand on a one point and just check all others next to it. You just have to give two loops I and j. The complexity would be n square and the space complexity would be 1 only, because you will not use any extra spaces, and it is very difficult, very easy, not difficult to find this. So what we will do, I'll just tell you what is the optimal. Now this is my point and I have a map. So I'll just count the presum. Now what will be my presum? My presum would be my element plus the next one. So now it is only 1. So what I'll do, I'll just put 1 here, and inside it what value would be there, what I'll put the occurrences. So let me erase it first. Okay, so 1 has got me 1. So okay, so here 1 only. Now the next element here came, it became 2. Now I have got my 2, so I'll just go 2, and for occurrences only 1 only. And then I got to this part, and now this will become 3, but I have 2 already, and these 2 have already existing values. So I'll make this 2. And yes, if we are allowed to use whole the array, so we are also giving a 3 by 1. So this is our map. So we'll again traverse it and we'll give the maximum number of this. It might look very difficult, but when you see the code, it is very easy. So let's jump to the code. If you will not understand, I'll explain it again. So this is the brute. If you want to see, let me okay, now this is the brute. I have just used I and j, and each time I have made sum, and I have just added the sum to the next part. So it is very easy. I hope you can solve it. So just I told you, we have to keep presum 0, we have to use count variables, and we have taken the size. Now we have used the unordered map as a tool too. It has 2 elements, one is a key and one is a value. Both are in an integer type, so I have made it intent, and the name is map MPP. So I'll just loop it once, and while looping, what I'll do, I'll just add upon the next things, that is I, to the presum, and I'll check if the presum it is equal to I'll just make my counter plus plus, and I'll just find it here. This line basically means that there are two functions, find and end. Now if you want to find any element, if it points to end, so that means it is present in my map. So let me graphically show you what happens. So this is my map, and I have this values 3 and 1. So I have to find is 3 is present, and this is also called the end of it is a value. If this value points to any end, that means this value is present. So if we run this execution, we'll find that yes, it is present inside map. So what it is here, if my map array is not equal to end, so what it is meant, if the value of it is not present, not pointing to the end is I think I jumbled but nothing mind. If it is not pointing to end, not pointing to end means outside the array. If it's pointing to something, that if it is pointing to the value means it is present. If it's not pointing means it is present. So here we have given the count and map. Then in map, that what we have done, we have just presim minus x, and whatever the value we have came across, we'll just add that to it, and we'll just if this both condition are filled, we'll just insert +1 to that array to increase the occurrences, and we'll return the count. Such an easy job. Just you have to do the this hard code you can done, and just the way I have solved, you can solve it. So I have explained it very well. Just for sometimes I have just lost what I was speaking, but again I have covered it. So if you are not able to understand, comment doubt in the comment section. I'll solve your doubt. Thank you.